Tablets are evolving into the most convenient way to access movies, music, and information. With internet speeds increasing, the quality of content is advancing to the point that you can take a class, access any movie or music video, play a game against someone across the world, or instantly find the answers to anything that you're curious about. Traditionally, that information was tied to a computer that was at the home. Then smartphones broke the umbilical cord, but the screens were too small, speeds were too slow, and they seemed to freeze up right when you needed them most. The iPad changed all that. Today, anyone can upload and watch videos and pictures, read books and blogs, and do research anywhere and share it with anyone. Compared to laptops, iPads are easier to see, more comfortable to hold, crash less often, and they easily fit in a backpack or purse. With 3G and 4G connectivity, people are no longer stuck doing work at home or searching for Wi-Fi somewhere. So if you rarely use the keyboard on your computer, your next upgrade should probably be a tablet. The third generation iPad is simply the best tablet on the market today. The new iPad Retina display is the sharpest device for presenting media, even outperforming expensive HD TVs. With a higher resolution, offering 4 times as many pixels as the iPad 2, this display may become the preferred way to watch movies, view pictures, study, and play video games. Colors are more vibrant with the 44% increase in color saturation. While the design and actual CPU performance is about the same as the iPad 2, the new chips in this device mainly support the higher resolution graphics. Apple introduced a quad-core graphics chipset, and the RAM was increased from half a gigabyte to 1 gigabyte. Basically, the new iPad is the first tablet that can take full high-definition mobile. The Retina display is the most attractive feature. Ideally, the iPad would be about 2 feet away, which is equivalent to a typical HD TV that is 10 feet away, except for the fact that the resolution is so high that even high-definition video has to be downscaled. On the downside, application, picture, and movie files, best viewed in the new iPad, will be much larger. This won't affect performance as much as it gobbles up storage space, making 16 gigabytes seem inadequate. Unfortunately, this will not only affect new iPad users, but also other iOS users, as the new iPad apps will be increasingly developed for the Retina display over the standard displays. The wireless capabilities have also improved. With Bluetooth 4.0, you can take advantage of any future ultra-efficient Bluetooth smart devices that I hope will be developed in the future. If you are thinking about going mobile with your iPad, the 4G LTE capabilities make this iPad even faster than most home broadband speeds. But you will pay a price. First question is, which carrier should you choose? To answer this, I like to think about service and price. Verizon's 4G network is more extensive, reaching over 200 million people today, and intends to reach 90% coverage by the end of the year. Also, because of bandwidth differences, Verizon will outperform AT&T in Chicago, LA, and a few other cities. Verizon's new iPad currently can be used as a personal mobile hotspot, and some reports are claiming that the SIM card in AT&T's iPhone will work in Verizon's iPad, allowing a fallback to 3G speeds. On the flip side, AT&T has way more hotspots where you could fall back to Wi-Fi. Now, with respect to data plans, the good news is there are no long-term contracts. If you plan on using a lot of data, Verizon offers better terms. For AT&T, the starting plan is $15, but it's only 250 megabytes, which is really only good enough for browsing the web, but definitely not for watching videos or listening to music. With Verizon, the starting plan is $20 for 1 gigabyte, but if you plan on occasionally tethering your iPad to a laptop, you could wind up hitting the limits pretty quick. Subscribe and check the links below for more information. One problem with 4G devices is the battery life is relatively poor. Add on top of that the new iPad's Retina display, and you have a power hog tablet. Apple addresses this problem by packing a battery that holds 70% more power, but that also means it will take longer to charge, and the new iPad is heavier and a bit thicker. Also, the new iPad will get noticeably warmer than the iPad 2, especially when using 4G. The camera in the new iPad is much improved with 5 megapixels, autofocus, and tap-to-focus capabilities. It also has the same face detection found in the iPhone 4 series. The lens has a large aperture with a 5-element lens that makes pictures come out way better. You also get 1080p video recording with image stabilization. But taking pictures or recording video with the new iPad will always look awkward. With the right apps, this feature might come in handy. Somehow. Essentially, a tablet is only as good as the software it has, and here Apple has no equal. Because they have the largest market share, they also have the largest app store with the most innovative developers working on software that could change the way we all interact. The dictation feature addresses one of the problems with using the iPad to create content. Typing has always been awkward on the iPad, and while a Bluetooth keyboard helps, that's just another piece of hardware to lug around. Dictation does not require access to the internet because it relies on Apple's servers for the translation of voice to text, and you have to get used to speaking the punctuation marks you would normally type. I highly recommend the iPhoto app. It's really easy to use, and it's a great tool for any photographer who might want to edit photos on the road. Subscribe and comment if you might like more detailed reviews of apps in the future. Tablets are the future of computing and information distribution in general. Younger generations are growing up learning, playing, and sharing digital information even before they learn how to read and write. Smartphones and tablets are making this information more accessible and convenient, and they give children and adults an edge in this fast-paced world. And while the new iPad has the best screen in the marketplace today with the highest resolution and graphics, the truth of the matter is companies trying to produce tablets are having a difficult time convincing developers to produce content for their devices. So for most consumers, the best investment in a tablet will definitely be the iPad.